Welcome to another episode of Me and My Wife in Sports. I'm your host, Fitz, with my lovely co-host, Darci.
Hello, America.
All right.
Sports world.
Before we get started, I want to address a couple things that we talked about on the last episode. You had talked about Gary Trent Jr., and who got the NBA contract, and he was just a mediocre player and got this huge contract. So
that's what they were reporting.
Right. And I did a little research, and it was funny because Draymond Green, he got involved and said, a player gets a little more money than everybody expected. Now it's an investigation. It's like, come on.
That's quite a bit. I mean, I see both sides of it. I can see both sides to this story.
Mm-hmm.
So, and there's always two sides to every story. To the league, and that's the NBA we're talking about.
Right.
But
just to catch everybody up, Gary Trent Jr. signed a 4-year deal for $64 million, all guaranteed.
And we talked about this on the
Right.
last podcast.
Right.
So my co-host here has gone and found more information. And so now we're gonna
Right.
talk about this again.
And the weird part about it is this past season was his worst season.
Right. That's what I said last time.
Right.
He averaged like 8.1
Well, but I'm
points
just saying
per game.
It's just his worst season in his career. Yeah.
Right.
And that was one of the big issues. But like I said, Draymond Green came to his defense, stating if he hadn't gotten a small contract and was this great player, nobody would have said
Well,
anything.
and that's what I'm saying. Like, I see both sides to that story.
Mm-hmm.
And the story here is he accepted the league minimum when he came into the league minimum contract. That's what he accepted.
On his last contract, because he's been in the league for a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what they offered. That's what he accepted. If he
Right.
thought he was worth more, he maybe should have argued that point. Because this is the bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
You don't wake up, and young America, hear me when I say this. You don't wake up. This is the perfect example of this. Young America and old America. Everybody should maybe hear this lesson. You don't wake up one day and start making $64 million and not think that all eyes aren't on you. Because clearly, if yesterday you weren't making
Right.
$62 million or even $50 million or even $40 million yesterday, and today you're making $64 million, something don't smell right. That don't pass the smell test. And in every other industry now, to go back to when you were working, think about when you were working. And everything was like based on the person's.
They could be looking at his track record too, because, you have a bad work year, doesn't define you. And he averaged about 16 points throughout his career. And it's all what they're looking for. Maybe they feel he'll be a good leader.
It's like
for
I said, Draymond Green, okay, ain't nobody really, okay, Draymond, I hear you. Everybody feel like y'all make too much money anyway. So what's another 60 million added to that equation? That's not the point here. The point is he went from what they're saying was the league minimum to 64 minimum. And they've had other instances in the league where something shady was going.
Say that again.
Other instances.
Don't say 64 minimum, 64. Or is that what you wanted to say?
What did I say?
You said he went from 1 million. He went from league minimum to 64 minimum.
To 64 million. That's what I meant.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's why I want you to say it again.
So,
well, the bottom line, like you said, it was a big jump, and it's going to raise eyebrows. All right. One of the other topics we were talking about was the tenure of the coach for England, because everybody was saying he should be fired. And since the World Cup is like a one event every 4 years, so what's the deal? And the coach of England national team, which played in the World Cup, he was signed to a long-term contract to the year 2028. So it's not a one and done, basically. So he gets one more shot at trying to win the World Cup. and also other European championships that they have for their country, England versus whoever. He coaches those teams as well. So he is under contract, so he could have been fired like everybody wanted. All right, those are the only 2 follow-ups I have. And moving on. Now, as you know, we talked a little bit about all the ESPN shuffles, layoffs, and however you want to call it, firings.
Mm-hmm.
But they've expanded that list since we had talked, I believe. And a lot of people are saying, hey, it's business.
So we didn't talk about that last time. That had not happened.
Oh, we didn't?
The ESPN firings, that had not happened last time, no. That just happened.
Oh, you're right. We just talked about it with each other. My bad. That's why she's here to keep me straight, folks. Let's talk about it then. Was ESPN just, or was it a right approach by their leadership to just can all these folks? Because they had a baseball announcer who had been around for 33 years, and they said he found out after the fact on the air. And then, of course, as you know, Ryan Clark, Cam Newton.
So ESPN said, they said it was because, I read it, they said it was because they had acquired Disney.
No, Disney acquired ESPN.
No, wait a minute.
Okay.
Disney said that they made the statement. The statement came from Disney, which must be
it's the parent company.
the parent company.
Yeah.
So they said that because they had acquired ESPN and the NFL Network.
Correct.
Because they have acquired those 2 things, I guess they needed to start downsizing.
And also they're paying the NFL Network 10% revenue sharing. So they're losing money and also paying the network in order to broadcast them and all that. Also, to name a few names, Tom Pelissero, and he's real good on the NFL Network. And I just didn't understand with the Cam Newton thing, they just gave him a contract just last year. And now they just like, hey, yeah, you gone. So, and then they turn around and give Pat McAfee, what was it, a $60 million a year contract?
I think it was a 60 a year? 60 million a year?
Yes.
I think it has a term on it.
I don't know how many years, but when I heard it on the news, they said he'll be making $60 million a year.
Huh.
I was
that's a lot for Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
I mean,
maybe that's why he jumped on it.
No harm, Pat. You know, we love you, but 60 million, like that's a lot. But he has a big following.
He does.
And maybe that's what it's worth. Like, you know, it used to be back in the day, businesses paid for another business's Rolodex because that's where the money is.
Right.
It's not in the building or any of that. Right. It's in the people. And so you would pay for...
Well, that's why you see a lot of these mom and pop business. No, even mom and pop business. Somebody purchased the business and they'll leave that mom and pop name on there because it's a brand and people can relate to it, whether it's in a neighborhood or outside of the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
So you're absolutely right. You know, that's what they're paying for. They're not paying for brick and mortar. All right, what else been going on in sports that might have caught your eye today or throughout the week?
You talking to me?
Okay.
Oh, they've been talking about Heisman Trophy, people. And did you mention the World Cup? Like, congratulations to Spain?
I did not.
No, you did not. You
could mention it.
So disorganized. So congratulations to Lamine Yamal and the Spanish team. Really, I don't know why I said his name, just because he's one of my favorite players. So, but I think Rodrigo.
And did you make congratulations to
the guy that made the one goal that won it? I can't think of it. I can't remember his name. Isn't that's terrible? But he's the one that deserves the real accolades. But congratulations. Accolades.
You said accolade.
Oh, man, you just really on.
I'm just trying to keep you straight.
You need to call the kids. You need to parent somebody. Call your kids. Or kids, you call your dad because he apparently needs to parent somebody. Argentina, they played a little rough.
They played a lot of rough. Aren't they investigating?
They played real. They was looking into something.
Yeah.
Oh, no. The FIFA was looking into the fact that Argentina did not show up for their media conference.
Oh.
They were supposed to, I don't know if it was on-field media or if it was like right after the game, but whatever the media requirements are for soccer and after the World Cup, Argentina didn't do it. Argentina said, we going home. and Messi drove back to Miami because that's his home. The rest of them got on the plane. But yeah, that's what they're looking into. So I don't know what was going on with Argentina. Like, they just really showed poor sportsmanship during the game, after the game.
I guess they were frustrated.
It was so unlike one of the main things that we come to like about soccer, and that was, they seem to be so gentlemanly to each other and so respectful and courteous to each other and maybe just professional. For them to act that way at that game on that stage was a little disappointing. So, but, I get it. They came into it, the favorites. Right. Heavy favorites in it. And
it was high hopes. Messi getting that, what do they call it, the golden boot?
Yeah, they wanted him to get the golden boot. He didn't get the golden boot. They wanted him to repeat. Right. Because I guess that they're thinking that maybe this is going to be that would be his last one. That would be his last World Cup. Right. Because he's 41.
I think he did say that was his last, didn't
he? Yeah, but you know what? I mean, how many athletes have said, so true. No, he's not 41. He's 39. Ronaldo was 41.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around.
No, okay. Messi's only 39. So they're saying that maybe, we don't know. Right. It all depends. We got to see what he's going to do and what he wants to do. Ronaldo was 41. I mean, so Ronaldo was playing the way he was playing at 41. If Messi stays in shape, and he way smaller than Ronaldo. So, I mean, I don't know if that's any less stress on the joints or anything, but Ronaldo seemed to be a little bit taller.
Dietary habits.
Yeah. But we'll just have to wait and see. But, I don't put you can't trust nobody. We're still waiting on LeBron. So you can't trust nobody these days.
And the drama continues. Well, as you know, we're in the upswing for football.
Right.
They started training camps and people are starting to show up. Now, I saw an article on one of the Arizona Cardinals linemen, Isaiah Adams. He's facing 4 gun charges in Canada. But he still plans on reporting to camp now. Basically, this is what happened. First of all, he was born in Canada, so it wasn't crazy for him to be up there. But they're saying, and again, this is just a news article by Chris, I think his name is Quick, but Adams, who's 25, he was arrested in connection with guns and gangs investigation that resulted in 4 arrests. Adams and his sister, 27-year-old Allison Adams, were arrested on the same 4 gun charges. Then, of course, some other people.
Who is this you're talking about?
This is Isaiah Adams. He's a lineman for the Arizona Cardinals.
Oh.
So I'm like, you in the NFL, it's almost like, what was his name? Hernandez all over again. And again, this is alleged, so I don't know how true it is. But still, if you're associated with gangs and guns, it's not good. Not good at all.
Like I said, who is he? The Cardinals fans are going, who is he? We don't know that name.
Well, you don't really know too many linemen anyway.
Well, I mean, you know the ones on your team, but I can tell you right now, let's see, the ones I know are all retired. I know we got Quinn.
I rest my case, Sean.
Right. But I was going to say, the ones on your team. And I know we got, I can't say his name, starts with a Q. He came from the Jets. Big dude. Williams is his last name. Q Williams. And Overshawn. That's 2. I know.
And
2.
they're active, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
We got to make sure of that.
Yeah, they playing. I'm trying to think, who took Parsons' place?
Oh, a veteran that they traded for.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name.
And I know him, but see, I can't think of his name. But Anyway.
All right.
Anywho, moving on. Okay, so while we're still talking about football, let's stay there. So college football is really gearing up. NFL is in training camp. College football, they'll be playing any day now. They're going to be passing out, but they'll be playing.
Right.
They're already, and they did this last year. I don't know if it was just a segment or if we had a whole show, but every time they start this, I'm always tracking it. So they started this nonsense with the Heisman already. They ain't even took the field yet in college. And they already talking about who are the Heisman contender quarterbacks. So it's just ridiculous. But we're the top 5.
Well, I know
I wasn't even paying attention. I mean, I was, but I wasn't because I thought this is crazy. Why are they doing this? I saw
earlier that they were saying Arch Manning is one of the top contenders.
C.J. Carr from Notre Dame, Arch Manning, who they really going to be watching because he was mentioned last year early in August.
Right.
And he was a bust.
Yep.
And this year they're saying he has a clear number 1 wide receiver coming to Texas, top rated wide receiver. And I saw the kid's name, but I can't think of who it was.
And will this be his first full season starting?
No, because last year, but I don't think he played the whole year. I think he got hurt and he was in and out.
I know it seemed like
and then they benched him a couple times, but I think so. So yeah. And they're expecting a whole lot. It's so much pressure on him. Right. I hope he's ready. I hope he's ready because they are really putting so much pressure on him right now that if his first game is not a good game, he will be a bust. It's high or low. Sports is bipolar. They're either manic and everybody's great or they're depressed and everybody sucks.
Right.
That's what they're going to do to him. So I'm just glad that he comes from a football family because they know how to manage all of that.
Yeah, they can help him navigate
and
through
they're going to help him navigate through all of that. Yeah. It's unfortunate that other parents don't have that same knowledge and information or experience, but you need to get it because the media, you see how the media is treating their own. So if you sit live and you get called out from a live broadcast to be told you about to be laid off, then they don't care about your kids. If they don't, that's how they take care of their employees. So the other one is Trinidad Chambliss from Ole Miss.
Okay.
And he joined the conversation last year. He wasn't there initially, but he was one of the student athletes that challenged the NCAA about a 5th year or a 6th year or something like that. He won it and he won. So this is that year that he's getting and he's able to play. And then Julian Sayin, I think that's Ohio State.
Right.
And
is it Ohio State?
Julian Sayin?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah. And then I can't remember who the 5th one. They only talked about 5 and they were all quarterbacks. And I can't remember who the 5th one was. But it's so ridiculous to even be talking about it right now and putting that kind of pressure on these kids so early on.
Might as well get it going right out the gate.
I guess so. I guess that's how they feel about it. Either learn how to deal with the pressure now or...
What about the one quarterback from Oregon, Dante Moore?
Haven't heard anything about him. But that, like I said, this was the very, very first discussion. Like last year, the discussion didn't get really, really serious.
Well, I'm hoping Jeremiah Smith, the wide receiver from Ohio State, gets another look because he was in the running.
Oh, so he didn't...
No, he didn't go.
Okay, so yeah. And then Norris Sailors in South Carolina. I don't know. Is Julian with Georgia?
No, he's with Ohio State.
He is with Ohio. Yeah, he is with Ohio State. Okay.
Then you have Miami's quarterback, Darian Mensah. His name's been thrown around a few times.
Who?
Darian Mensah
from where?
Miami, quarterback from Miami.
Okay. I didn't see.
He transferred from Duke.
I don't remember that. Like I said, I don't remember who the 5th person was, the 5th quarterback that they were talking about. But
and I'm kind of curious on how things will pan out with Indiana because they even talking about the quarterback that Indiana is getting, Josh Hoover. They're saying he can be a Heisman contender.
Yeah, so you know what? All of this is way too early.
Yeah.
It's way too early because I don't even know any of those names.
And he's
exactly.
a transfer from TCU.
Exactly. I mean, they said, the portal is dry. Everything has been taken. And so it's just crazy. So that's college football. But everybody's excited. Everybody's ready. All the conferences are going on. Everybody's speculating who's going to do what. Notre Dame got their special rules so they can stay above 11 or above 12. They have to stay above 12, yes. They're in automatically.
I thought below 12.
No, above. They have to be in the top 12.
Yeah.
And then they are into the playoffs.
Gotcha.
So that's that. One thing I forgot to mention about soccer is the Women's World Cup is next year, and that will be in Brazil. So I'm looking forward to that as well. I hope Brazil, man, they got a hard act to follow.
Who was winner of the last Women's Cup?
Spain.
Oh, wow.
That's why it's a big deal, because this is the first time the same country has held the men and women's title at the same time since they've had a men's and women's World Cup.
Right.
So, yeah.
Well, hopefully they can bring it home and they keep partying.
And exactly. Yeah. So that's that. But then now, one thing, are you ready? You got anything else for football?
NFL?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. I do.
Okay. What else
I was just going to talk about the scuttlebutt they've been mentioning about Mendoza. Now,
why is his contract not signed?
My personal, because it's talk about sitting him this first year and starting Kirk Cousins. And,
oh my God.
And my thing is, you get the number 1 draft pick, just like the Commanders got Jaden Daniels. They started him.
It won't matter. Kurt ain't going to bless his heart. Kurt is old. He tired. He ain't going to, don't worry about it, Fernando. You'll be in by the end of September.
Hey, I'm hoping.
Because Kurt going to be tired. Kurt just want to, Kurt go out there, throw the ball, say, okay, keep paying me my money. I'm going to go back here and sit down.
Kurt don't even need to get a check from another team. He's still getting paid from.
That's what I'm saying.
From the Commanders.
And
Minnesota.
Minnesota now. He probably got something coming from Atlanta because they was the last ones to have him. So he just collecting checks around the league. You would think the owners, I mean, come on, I know y'all in that room talking. Y'all done blackballed Deshaun Watson, but ain't nobody said nothing about Kirk Cousins. Give me a break. And now they saying they gonna sit Shador for Deshaun.
Really?
Yeah, and they've been saying the same thing about in Minnesota. They don't know who the starting quarterback is going to be, Kyler or JJ McCarthy.
Well, I can see them doing Deshaun because they paying him a whole lot of money, and we're gonna get something out of that.
Well, that's the same thing about Kirk Cousins, though.
Deshaun's gonna get hurt.
They both gonna be hurt.
So it's there's no worries.
These guys, they ain't played. Deshaun, it's been years. I believe, at least 2 years since he has been on an active football field. Like, he don't even show up to games. He wasn't even coming to games. Like last season, you never saw Deshaun on the sideline.
Yeah.
And if he was, the camera never hit him. And I can't believe if he was there, the camera never hit him.
Right.
Because they get everybody on the sideline doing everything else they ain't supposed to be doing. If Deshaun Watson had been there, I can't believe that camera wouldn't have found him. They never did. Deshaun is going to have to start getting up and traveling. It was funny because we take a lot of stuff for granted. It sounds like they living in the lap of luxury and you just assume it's that way. But one of the young female recruits from the WNBA, she was like, nobody told me I had to get up and back-to-back games and I was going to be living out a hotel room for weeks on end. And she just went in, like, I haven't had a decent meal and I don't know when. My diet is off. Like, she just was like, nobody told me these things, like the travel and she said, it's a lot. And so I use that as an example.
Though, because she played at the college level.
Well, but my point is not about her. Okay. My point is that all of that travel, regardless to how plush it is still a wear and tear on your body.
Right.
And as soon as Deshaun And Kurt realized they got to get back into that. Well, more so Deshaun than Kurt, because Kurt's already been doing it. But when Deshaun realized he got to get back on the plane, he got to get back into that groove of traveling and doing things with the team and getting up and da-da-da-da, he going to be like, yeah, I think I'm going to go back home. Shador, he going to fall out on the field. He just going to drop.
Right.
And it'll be his shoulder or something like that, because that's hard to go back to. That lifestyle. I mean, I don't care how plush it is. It's still wear and tear after you play a game of any sort. Really, whether it's football, basketball, whatever sport, it's still taxing.
And you got to stay on top of your game when you're playing these if you want to keep your job and get those big contracts. So really, you never have a day off. Because even after the season, you might take a week or two, but you need to get right back in the grind because there's somebody else out there gunning for your position.
Somebody waiting for that position.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's so many QB contests going on right now. And now that training camp has started, we'll get some more information on how these people are really doing and what the decision is going to be for those teams. I think it's like 4 or 5 teams that have quarterback contests going on right now. And so
I know I saw on ESPN, Patrick Mahomes, he had a big, huge brace on his leg.
Oh, yeah, he was playing?
Yeah, I was like, man.
Well, yeah, it's no contest over there.
Well, yeah. I was just made me think about that when you was talking about quarterbacks, because I was like, is he really ready?
Yeah.
Wearing that.
Or does he just say he's ready? Because he had to sit out last year and he's had to be still. And now he got 3 or 4 kids at the house because they done had a couple of more. And now he tired of being there.
Exactly.
So he's like, it's loud. And if I'm going to be around all this noise, I might as well be in a locker room where I have some control because ain't none of y'all listening to me.
Right.
He yelling, shut up, sit down. And he don't realize he can't figure out why ain't nobody doing none of it.
Exactly.
At the house. That's all. Football, I'm ready for it, but.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, that brings it into.
Now, I got one more thing that has to be discussed about Sandy Brondello, the coach from one of the NBA coaches. She made a comment about Angel Reese. Did you not hear about that?
NBA coach?
WNBA.
Oh, WNBA.
NBA, WNBA, same. She made a comment. I guess it must have been to her team. I don't think it was to Angel Reese. It was about Angel Reese got a foul call that went in her favor. So it was on Sandy's team.
Okay.
And Sandy Hot Mike said, that she's, I don't know if she said she's or that's a protected species.
Oh.
And so somebody caught it and it went viral. And
so did she explain what she
Oh, yeah. She says, she's from Australia. I didn't know that. You wouldn't know that from looking at her.
Right.
But she immediately announced her Australian citizenship. And she said over there, that's how they refer to star athletes. It's not a dig.
Right,
it's just saying, it's like a Michael Jordan or, she's protected. Yeah, she's protected. So she didn't mean it racially.
I can see that.
And I can see that too.
Yeah.
I can absolutely see that.
And
but
again,
in America,
it's lost in
I don't care. Angel accepted her apology. Angel was very graceful, very professional. I was very proud of Angel Reese. Good job. Because, she'll snap off in a minute. You just got to watch her and see how them eyes are rolling because that's going to tell you what she's about to do. But she had a statement. She made her statement and she said, I accept her apology, but there's no room for those kind of comments or racial discrimination. And we're trying to be role models for young girls around the world and and blah, blah, blah. And it was very well said. My thing is to Sandy, I don't know how long you've been in America, but you're coaching a team full of women of color.
Right.
So you should probably know what offends them and what doesn't.
Choose your words carefully.
And even you made a comment. I mean, I understand what she did, but I'm just saying, I just don't think that's acceptable. And that excuse was really a weak excuse. Everybody came out and they protected her and they, that's how they talk in Australia, but you ain't in Australia.
Yeah.
And how long has she been the coach of that team?
sometimes habits are hard to break. You just
Is her whole team Australian? I don't think it was. Let me see. Wait a minute. I'm gonna check.
No, if she's in the WNBA, her whole team ain't Australia.
I can't remember what team she was coaching for though. Tempo. They the new. That's Toronto, ain't it? Yeah, they new. You're on a new expansion team, so maybe she is. Maybe because she's new. Maybe they up in Canada.
A little muscle memory.
And
that's their slang. Like
so maybe I'll give her that.
Yeah,
I'll give her that because maybe I thought it was a older team, more established team, but still, I mean.
All right.
That's about all I have worth. Oh, the Warriors won the Summer League. Congratulations, Warriors. And Yaxel.
See what happens in the real deal. Hopefully, not the Warriors, but the Lakers win it. But hey, I'm biased. So.
Well, as soon as it's like LeBron holding up the schedule, and everybody had to come out and correct that. He is not holding up the schedule. The schedule don't even come out until they said the end of August or something like that. The NBA schedules.
Right.
And so, but still, make a damn decision.
She said that. I did. Okay.
I know.
All right. If you want to drop us a line or just say hello, you can reach us at memywifeandsports@yahoo.com. memywifeandsports@yahoo.com. Any final words, Darcy?
No. It's always a lot of interesting things going on in sports, so just stay tuned. Take care of yourselves. And remember, your mate is a reflection of you.